What's up guys, Higgsbo here bringing you today another video, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 tips that brought me success on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now we're going to start with number one. Number one, hunting is about patience. Don't rush it. If you rush it, you run the risk of an animal seeing your silhouette or even hearing you. There are little tiny hints that the hunter gives you that allows you to understand that some of these animals have enhanced hearing, some of them have enhanced eye vision, and some of them have an extreme complexity to vocalization. That being said, we're going to go on to number two. Number two, always glass the areas for potential game. Don't assume that there's nothing in the other side, or don't assume that there's nothing in what your eyes cannot physically see until you pop open your binoculars and you glass the entire horizon. You might be able to find something that your plain eyes cannot simply see. Number three, never ever run out to the open if you have, even if you don't make a single sound, even if your noise meter is at 0, animals can still see you, and they can see the very tiny silhouette. So basically, if the silhouette meter is half open, some animals can see this, some other animals can't, but there are animals that can see a lot more and detect you from a smaller range than other animals, so please keep an eye out for that. That brings us to number four. Number four is pretty much find trees that neutralize your silhouette. What do I mean by neutralize? When you guys find a tree that basically makes your silhouette into a dark, basically non-existent line, that lets you know that your silhouette is 100% hidden and no animals can see you at that point. Number five, wind can shift at any time, so always keep your wind cone away from the animal you're trying to chase. You don't want to be smelled by an animal that can potentially win you a diamond rank. Number six, I partially touched bases on this on another point, which is keep an eye on your noise meter. Make sure it's at maximum 2 bars, as this is roughly about 50 meters. 3 bars is roughly about 75 meters. 4 bars is about 100, and once you go into the red, you're talking about 150 to 250 meters. So please be careful with that. Number 7, multiple harvests will set you up for a higher rating when searching for that special rank, but it will cause hunting pressure around the area, which will prevent any animals from approaching you once you have already harvested in that specific area. The more animals you actually harvest in the area, the more prominent this effect will be. Number 8, pretty much one of my most favorite ones, is using a bow allows you to shoot silently up to 50 meters from another animal. Basically, if you have an animal that's 50 meters from you and you have another one that's at 60 meters from you, that animal that's at 60 meters from you will hear your shot, but they won't take off. Now, if this animal is at 75 meters, you can safely shoot an animal at 50 meters, and the other animal that's further away will not listen to you. Number 9, blinds will decrease your scent. Using a lure before entering a blind will give you the maximum effect that you could possibly have, as once you enter the blind, your scent is completely masked, or at least until a certain range. I think I tested this to about 20 to 25 meters, around there. Last but not least, guys, this is a pretty big point. Point number 10, using 300 and 400 grain arrows will have no difference in drops. However, 600 grain arrows have a significant drop and drift. A little extra point here is hollow points have an extreme punching power, but penetration is key. Hollow points have a really big impact power, but if you're not using the correct caliber, you won't penetrate the animal hard enough to be able to down that animal on a vital hit. Soft points or full metal jackets are highly effective ammo when you're trying to pierce through an animal and down him through hemorrhaging. So pretty much the only times I would ever use soft points are when I'm trying to aim specifically for the heart or spine shots. Every other shot that you take is much more efficient if you use a soft point or a penetrating round. That being said, guys, hope these 10 tips helped you guys out. If they did, remember to leave a like, subscribe to me if you haven't done so, leave me a comment below of anything that you guys want to ask me. Make sure you guys hit the little bell to get notifications on any future videos that I might be doing. And as always, this has been Higgsville, and I'll see you guys next time.